Sorry, my mic was muted. Hey guys, Alex from Nutty, and today we're going to be doing the evolution of PlayStation, even though the background gameplay is an Xbox exclusive game, but it's also on PC. Yeah, we're going to be doing the evolution of PlayStation. So just showing like the specs of PlayStation, how far it has grown. And we're not going to be going over like sales or anything like that, like popularity. So let's just jump right into it. Starting off with the PlayStation 1. I actually have a PlayStation 1 right behind me, and I was playing it today. I have a couple games. Alright, I'm gonna walk over to my games and tell you what I got. I actually got a new game today. Today I got Tomb Raider 3, The Adventures of Lara Croft for my PS1. I have Crash Team Racing, Medal of Honor, and Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. My PlayStation 1. I love that console. It's one of my it is my favorite OG console that I own. So yeah, it's pretty cool. And let's go over the specs of it right now. So the CPU, so just like the CPU, the GPU, the main specs. We're not going to be going over colors or sprites. So starting off with the CPU is a 32-bit RISC, and it had 33.9 millihertz. The RAM was 2 megabytes and 1 megabyte video RAM. So compared to now, my computer that I was actually recording this gameplay on, it has 16 gigabytes compared to 1 megabyte video RAM. Yeah, that's not very good. But the graphics, but it was like the 90s, so that's fine. The graphics were a 3D geometry engine with 2D rotation, scaling, transparency, and fading, and 3D texture mapping and shading. The resolution was 640 by 480. The sound was 16-bit 24-channel PCM. So that is the PlayStation 1 specs. We're not going to be going over the PS1. That was the PlayStation, not the PSONE or PS1, which was like the PS1 Mini, basically, with rounded edges. We're not going to be going over that because I'm pretty sure it has the same specs as the original PlayStation, and it's not a mainstream console. So now, next on to PlayStation 2, the best-selling console. I know I wouldn't talk about popularity, but I meant like in the argument for like how good PlayStations are. So PlayStation 2, best-selling console, had a 294 millihertz processor, which was later increased on later models to 299 millihertz processor. 32 megabyte RAM, which was an upgrade from 2. So that's a big upgrade. A GPU clocked at 147 millihertz, 4 megabyte video RAM, and a DVD ROM drive. So it means it could just run DVDs, certain types of DVDs. So another reason that it was actually best selling is because it was the cheapest DVD player at the time. Now on to PS3, a flop of the PlayStations. And then we're going to be going over which one was better for its time and why. So PS3. We're going to be going over the 60 gigabyte HDD version, which was actually the first version ever to come out. We are going to be going over the dimensions, the memory, stuff like that. Okay, so starting off, dimensions, approximately 325 millimeters, 98 millimeters by 274 millimeters depth. Sorry, I read that wrong. We're not even, let's just skip the dimensions. CPU was a cell broadband engine. GPU RSX. Main memory, 256 megabytes XDR RAM. Embedded VRAM, 256 megabytes GDDR3 VRAM. Hard drive disk, we're not even going to be going over that. Okay, main input-output to USB 2.0 4. So there were 4 USB slots. There was a compact flash, which, why would you need that in a game console? There was an Ethernet, a memory stick, and an SD. It supported Bluetooth 2.0. It's supported wireless controllers. You can have up to 10 or up to 7 at a time. I'm sorry. Screen size. So this is like resolution, basically. What resolutions it could play on? It could play 480i, which was what PS2 or original Xbox played on. 480p was what PS2 played on. 720 is what most PS3 games played on, and then 1080i and 1080p were what some PS3 games played on, like the better ones. And the HDMI that it used was an HDMI out. It only used one HDMI. The first console to ever mainly use HDMI. Xbox 360 could use HDMI, but it was mainly a component console. Analog AV multi-out times 1. No, we're not going to be going over that. The disc drive. It could play Blu-rays, DVDs, CDs, and stuff like that. So, the PS3. Why was it bad? The interface sucked. It was just, an overall, didn't do great. It was very hard to to switch between things, to figure stuff out, to maneuver. It was slow. The Xbox 360, all in all, was just a lot better. Even though this is not a comparison video, that is coming if you want that. All in all, the Xbox 360 was better, but PS3 had better specs. The PS3 also, I forgot to mention this, PS3 at launch was $600. For a console at launch, the only reason, I think, one of the only reasons anyone would buy it, because it was the cheapest Blu-ray DVD player at the time. So maybe that's the reason that it's a pretty solid price. Now on to the PlayStation 4. I know probably a good amount of you have this. I have this. I do not have a PS3 or a PS2 anymore. But the PlayStation 4, my opinion on it, the original model is a lot better than the original Xbox model. But I have a PS4 Slim, so I don't really know. But I can say, because my friend has an old PS4 and he uses it. So yeah, and I've used it before at his house. My phone turned off my script. My bad, guys. Just give me 1 second. Okay, so now onto the PS4. We're not going to be doing a CPU because I'm a dumb and I forgot to write that down. But the GPU is an AMD next generation Radeon based graphics engine. Memory, which is RAM. Guys, the memory is RAM, by the way. So if I said memory in the video, it means RAM. The memory was 8 gigabytes GDDR5. Sorry. Storage size 500 gigabyte. Actually, we're not going to be going over storage size, but we are going to be going over that anyone could remove the hard drive disk, the hard disk drive. Would that be what it is? Anyone could remove that and put in any internal hard drive. Easily, it's very easily accessible to get inside of the PlayStation 4. So that's why another thing is that's pretty good. It was a DVD drive. It had Blu-ray and DVD playback, no audio CD support. But yeah, that is the PlayStation 4. We didn't go over PlayStation 4 Pro or separate versions of the consoles. If you want one of these doing Xbox, I will do that. I'm going to say what is better for what's time, but this is my opinion, not true facts. All that I said here was true facts. PS1, best console for its time. What I think. Well, now I think about it, it's not. For its time, which was the 90s, or we can do late 80s, like consoles like the Sega Genesis, the SNES, consoles like that. Okay, so I'm gonna compare it to 80s and 90s consoles. Sega Genesis, PS1 was better. Versus PS1 versus SNES. SNES was probably better because the games were better. Classics. Nintendo Entertainment System, which was NES, probably about the same, but maybe something like N64 there. PS1's probably better. PS1 was pretty solid for its time, but when you play it now, it's actually like it's something you can actually play. Oh, here's the race. You guys are gonna see this race. I didn't win this. Wait, I don't do the race yet? Or did I win it? I can't remember. I recorded this so long ago. Okay. Yeah, now on to PlayStation 2. So, we're not comparing it yet, but we're gonna compare it just off the top of my head without any specs and opinions. This is just opinion based. I think PlayStation 2 is better than the Xbox, or original Xbox, which makes it better for its time, and it's definitely better than a Sega Dreamcast and Sega Saturn. So, those are out of the way. PlayStation 2, best console for its time. PS3, probably the worst console for its time. Its time was Xbox 360, Xbox 360. Any Nintendo consoles then? Wii, worse than the Wii, of course. Xbox 360, best console, and then the Wii, second best. PS3, worst console for its time. Now on PS4, I still can't decide. This is between Nintendo Switch, original, or Xbox One, PS4. So we're not counting Pro, and PS4 Pro into this, anything else. PlayStation over the original model of Xbox, because the original Xbox model was hot trash, and the original PlayStation model, what I have, you don't even need like a different version of PlayStation. Like for example, on the Xbox, you basically have to have like an X or an S to play the games on it just normally. With the PlayStation, all you need is a normal PlayStation, and you can play it normally. So yeah, the PS4 we're gonna rank, second, from its time, or Xbox One, below, Xbox One in third place, PlayStation 4 in second place, and the Nintendo Switch is the best console of 2019, or its time, whatever you want to say. But that is the video, the evolution of PlayStation consoles. If you want the evolution of video game consoles, I will upload that for you. And if you want, if I find a way to upload PlayStation 1 content, I will make an evolution of video game consoles. I'll do that. I'll do Xbox versus PlayStation, which I had a video clip recorded, but I deleted it from the dumb. So yeah, if you wanted that, just leave a like. If we get 5 likes, we'll do that. Make sure to subscribe if you enjoy this. Also leave a like if you want more Burnout Paradise remastered gameplay. I personally love Burnout Paradise remastered. The best racing game in my opinion. By far the best racing game for its time. But no, actually, Crash Team Racing I like. No, actually, I think I like this better than Crash Team Racing. So yeah, guys, I think I'll see you in the next video. Peace. Oh, wrong button, boys. Okay, I'll see you.